Hello, I'm Mimi, and today I'm taking you behind the scenes of my business as an illustrator and content creator to show you how much money I made in the first quarter of 2023. This video is sponsored by Just Sketch Me, but more on that later. I've been making these income reports for over a year now, and I really just want to give you some realistic insights into how much money an artist and content creator like myself makes online, in case you were thinking that you'd like to follow a similar path to me. And now that I've been doing these videos for a while, you can really see how much my business has grown, but also that success doesn't happen overnight. Of course, you could earn more income faster than I have, or you could grow an income slower than I have. This is just an insight into my own business and my own accounts. If we take a quick look back at last year, you can see that my income grew by a decent percentage each quarter. So in the first quarter of 2022, I earned a bit over 7,000 Australian dollars for those entire 3 months. In the second quarter, my income grew to about $11,500. In the third quarter of the year, it grew again to nearly $19,000 over those 3 months. And in the last quarter of 2022, my business earned $29,500 Australian dollars. These figures are all in Australian dollars and before I pay tax and expenses, so it's not what I personally earn, but I still take home a comfortable income, especially as the business continues to grow. So now that the first quarter of 2023 has come and gone, I can share my art business income, which came to $35,185 for the first 3 months of the year. Considering I slowed down quite a lot, had a bit of a rest, and spent most of March in Italy, I'm really pleased that the business income still grew from the previous quarter. So let's break down that figure so that you can see where it all comes from, and I'll take you on a tour of my insights so you can see what it all looks like from my end. First, affiliate marketing. Let's start with the smallest income stream for me, which is affiliate marketing. For the first quarter of this year, I earned $105 from affiliate marketing, which is less than I earned the previous quarter, but just like in previous quarters, I don't really push my affiliate programs, so it's never a big income stream for me. I just get a small but steady amount of traffic through pages on my website or links in my video descriptions, and slowly some of those convert to sales where I get a commission. I know that a lot of creators have a large percentage of their income from affiliate programs, but as you can see from my stats, it's not a big earner for me, and places like Amazon, I just earn a few dollars here and there because it's not something that I actively promote. With software or platforms that I really enjoy though, and occasionally do promote more actively, I earn a higher commission. And for me, that's things like TubeBuddy, which is a tool I use for creating better titles and descriptions for my YouTube videos. So sometimes I mention them, and if someone uses my link to purchase their own subscription, I'll get a commission for referring them. Even though it's a small amount of money, it's still something, and every little bit counts when you're growing a business. I'll leave some of my affiliate links in the description of this video if you'd like to try out any of the platforms that help my business, like TubeBuddy. Now let's talk about online shops, which is the second income stream in my business this past quarter and earned me $4,493, which is up by several $100s on the previous quarter and is quite a big jump up from my smallest income stream. My main online shop is Etsy, where I sell most of my digital products, and I have a fairly steady flow of traffic and orders here, although every online shop will fluctuate over the course of the year with some ups and downs. My conversion rate is quite steady at just under 3%, meaning 3% of visitors to my shop convert to customers, and my revenue has been between $1,000 and $2,000 per month lately, before the fees that Etsy takes, which is much higher than it was during the same period last year, but that's because I hadn't yet released my digital brush pack, which is my main seller. If I sort my products by revenue in this quarter, it's pretty clear to see where most of my sales are, which is my brush pack, and I'm almost finished making a second set of digital brushes that are more pencil and crayon textured, so I'll be curious to see if people are also interested in those brushes when I release them in the second quarter. After the brushes, my bundles are the next two higher revenue earners because they have a higher cost, so they don't need as many orders to earn revenue. Plus, bundles are good value for customers, so I think they're a nice product to have in my shop. As well as my Etsy shop, I also have a Gumroad shop, which has a few drawing resources in it, including my drawing prompt list, which is on a pay what you want system, so those who have a few dollars available can pay for it, but those who don't can still access it. So I make a bit of money each month from Gumroad. And lastly, I have my Tmail shop, which is where I sell physical products as print-on-demand items that are printed and shipped by Tmail. I don't promote this shop too much, but it does get a bit of traffic, and it means that when someone asks if I have prints of my artwork, I can direct them to this shop. Now, the next income stream is commissions, and in total in the first quarter, I earned $8,120 from this income stream. I include in this category any illustrations that I'm commissioned to do, including small commissions and also picture book illustrations. I'm not allowed to tell you exactly what I earn for each picture book, but in the first quarter I had a few advance payments come in for different books, which is why the figure is higher than it normally is. In my experience, a picture book advance is usually split into 3 payments. A third of your advance is paid when you sign the contract to illustrate the book, a third of the advance is paid when you've illustrated the rough sketches, and the final third is paid when you've finished the final illustrations. Sometimes instead you might get paid on submitting the final illustrations and when the book is published, instead of when rough sketches are done. It just depends on the publisher and the timeline. If you're an artist yourself, then I want to quickly share with you a really handy tool for creating references, which is today's sponsor, Just Sketch Me. I find it hard to draw people, especially if I want a specific pose, so Just Sketch Me is really helpful because it's a 3D modeling tool where you can build custom poses with models to use as references for your art. When I need a specific character reference, I can just choose a pose, make any custom changes that I need, get the angle I want, I can even change the lighting, and then I can save a screenshot or export my scene and use that image as a reference to sketch out my art. You can use it for a simple character pose or to create a whole custom scene, and I've even found that just browsing through their pose library gives me ideas for illustrations and characters, so you can use it for inspiration too. It's free to use, and you can even try it out straight away in your browser, or you can upgrade to access their library of pre-made poses and characters. Just Sketch Me is available for free with no time limit, so give it a go for yourself by signing up using the link in the description below, and let me know in the comments if you use it and find it helpful like I did. Now let's jump back into the stats. So the next income stream that I have is Patreon, which is always one of my top income streams, and in the first quarter I earned $9,003, which is up several $100s from the previous quarter. Generally speaking, my Patreon community grows as my other communities on YouTube and Instagram grow, but sometimes it grows faster if I offer extra valuable benefits. I used to average about 1 patron for every 1,000 followers that I had on other social platforms, but that ratio has gone up since I changed the benefits that I offer. Although Patreon is a subscription service, a lot of patrons just join for 1 month, some stay for several months, or some have even been around since the beginning. So the amount of patrons I have each month fluctuates, and that's totally fine because I don't expect linear growth every month. Most of my patrons are in the top tier because they have access to everything, including tutorials and videos from previous months, so it's a really good value tier to be in. You can see that in the last 6 months, my earnings have been going up and down a little bit because there were extra goodies that I offered in October and November last year, so I had extra people join, and then it settled down a little bit and is returning to more normal numbers. And ignore April because it's only the middle of the month as I'm recording this. I love my Patreon community and I really enjoy sharing tutorials, articles, and videos over there, so if you'd ever like to come and join us, you can find the link in my description. And my final income stream is YouTube, which earned a total of $13,641 in the first quarter. That figure includes YouTube AdSense and also any sponsorship payments that I received from sponsored videos. You can see that I started the year on a video that performed extra well, and the rest performed consistently well, but none of them had a big boost in viewers. How much I earn per day varies, but if you average my revenue over the 3 months, it's about $55 to $60 per day just from YouTube ads, which is a nice income stream that keeps running in between making videos. Some of the videos that earned me the most during the first quarter are actually videos from last year that are still being viewed, including my video about how I built my art business, which earned me nearly $1,600 in the last 3 months. Generally, the videos about running a business or making money as an artist tend to earn the most, but those aren't the only kind of videos that I like to make, so I still make other art content even if they don't earn as much. Alongside YouTube ads, I also get paid by sponsors for talking a bit about their platform or services in my videos, and I usually have between 1 and 2 sponsored videos a month. I only ever talk about platforms that I really like and that I think are valuable to you guys as my audience, but even though not all of my videos are sponsored, I still get more income from sponsorships than I do from YouTube AdSense, so they're really valuable to my channel. I like this system because it means that I can be paid for making videos that I really want to make, but that you, the audience, don't have to pay for and can still watch for free, and it's companies' marketing budgets who are paying for it. So those are all of my income streams from the first quarter of 2023. If we look back at my business income per month from when I first started nearly 3 years ago, you can see that overall it's steadily growing over time, which is really exciting to see. Do I think that this next quarter will be bigger than the last? The trend definitely suggests that it could be, and I do have a couple of small new products that I'd like to release, but I'd also like to make sure that I have a good work-life balance and enjoy the spring in Europe, so I'm not going to put any pressure on financial growth. It's just one part of the equation, and now that I have some financial stability in my business, it's not always the most important thing. At this point, I'd prefer to focus on creating some fun things that I'd really like to make that I think that would be helpful to you guys on your own art journeys, and think about the pricing and business stuff later. I have a few products that I'm working on at the moment. I've been having fun recently making myself some crayon and pencil style digital brushes that I'm almost finished turning into a brush pack to share on my Etsy shop, so those will be available probably around the end of April or start of May. I'm creating a creativity workbook at the moment with activities to boost your creativity and consistency and help you come up with some fun drawing ideas that I'm excited to share in May as well. And I'm also still working on my digital art course after having a bit of a pause while I was busy at the start of the year, but that's a big project, so it'll take me a little while yet. I'm so excited about the things that I'm making to share with you this year and about sharing my journey with you here on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then consider giving it a like and subscribe if you haven't already to see more content about running an art and content business. Also, if you'd like some additional help on your creative journey, then consider joining my community over on Patreon, where you get access to my drawing tutorials, monthly illustration club, and lots of other goodies that I share each and every month. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!